Good day to everyone. My name is Joy F. Banab from BSED English 2101. So, now class, we will discuss about the phrases and its kinds. First is a noun phrase. Is a phrase that has a noun as its head or performs the same grammatical function as a noun. Noun phrases are very common cross-linguistically, and they may be the most frequently occurring phrase. So, I have an example. First example is, I hope to win the first prize. The noun phrase of the sentence is to win the first prize. It acts as the object of the verb try. Did you get it, class? Again. I hope to win the first prize. The noun phrase of the sentence is to win the first prize. It acts as the object of the verb try. So, the second kind of phrase is a verb phrase, meaning that is the portion of a sentence that contains both the verb and either a direct or indirect object. The verb's dependent. It is syntactic unit composed of at least one verb and it depends objects, complements, and other modifiers, but not always including the subject. The hello word of the verb phrase is both the verb and either a direct or indirect objects, the verb's dependent. I have an example for verb phrase. She smells pizza. The verb phrase is smells. The second is she can smell the pizza. The verb phrase is can smell. Did you get it, class? She smells pizza. The verb phrase in the sentence is smells. She can smell the pizza. The verb phrase in the sentence is what? Can smell. Very good. The third one of the phrases and its kinds is an adjective phrase. So, meaning that also known as an adjectival phrase, refers to a group of words comprising of an adjective, tells more information about a noun or pronoun. Sentence starts with an adverb or preposition. We have an example of adjective phrase. Wait. Adjective phrases don't simply modify nouns. They can also modify pronouns. Let's look at the examples. He is from Boston. We need to write it. Example. He is from Boston. The highlight word is from Boston. Next is Tom from Boston. Correctly, Tom is from Boston. The highlight word is from Boston. Each sentence has an adjective phrase. In the first example, the adjective phrase from Boston points back the pronoun and the subject. The subject is he. In the second example, the adjective phrases from Boston points the noun and subject Tom. This is the subject. Okay, he from Boston. The subject of this sentence is he. And the adjective phrase is from Boston. Tom is from Boston. The subject is Tom. Okay, let's proceed for the adverb phrase. It is a multi-word expression. Operating adverbial, its scientific function is to modify other expression, including verbs, adverbs, adverbial, and the sentence. Adverbial phrases can be divided into two types. And the two types class of the adverbial phrases are complement adverbs and modifiers adverbs. So, meaning that of the complement adverbs is wait class. Meaning that of the complement adverbs. When we say complement adverbs, an adverbial complement is an adverbial that is required to complete the meaning of a verb, such that if it is removed, it will yield an ungrammatical sentence or an intrinsically different meaning of the verb. When we say modifier adverbs, wait class, we need to search it for knowing the meaning of modifier adverbs. When we say modifier adverb, a modifier is a word or phrase that describes another words or phrase. Two common types of words are the adverb, a word that describes an adjective, a verb, or another adverb, and an adjective, a word that describes a noun or pronoun. Many modifiers adverb are entire phrases. An adverb is a simple group of two or more words that function as an adverb in a sentence. Just an adverb can modify a verb, adjective, or another verb. An adverb phrase of more than one word can further describe a verb, adverb, or adjective. Adverb phrases typically answer the question how, where, why, or when something was done, as you will see in the adverb phrase example. Consider of the following sentence. For example, of the adverb phrase is example, I park the car. I parked the car. I parked the car here. I parked the car right here under the bridge. The first sentence of the adverb phrase is I parked the car. Does not contain an adverb or adverb phrase at all. The second sentence of our adverb phrase is I parked the car here. The word here. The word here is to describe where the car was parked. And the third sentence is the highlight word is right here under the bridge. The third sentence contains the adverb phrase right here, which emphasizes where the car was parked and employs a phrase instead of a single adverb. And the final sentence of the group contains a longer, more informative adverbial phrase, not that, right under the bridge. So, okay, the final sentence of the group contains a longer, more informative adverbial phrase. Note that the right car here under the bridge is a prepositional phrase that uses is prepositions under. The highlight word is under and the object is bridge. What is that? The word under is a professional phrases, and the word bridge, it is a object. In case the professional phrase function as an adverb in the sentence, since it modifies adverb in the sentence to describe a location. It is both a professional phrases and an adverbial phrase. So, adverb phrases shows how, where, why, and when. I repeat, adverb phrases shows that how, where, why, and when. A simple adverb phrases usually contains an adverb and at least one other word before or after it. Though a professional phrases or infinitive phrase can also act as adverbial place. So adverb phrases describes how. Adverb phrases describing how. Like surprisingly, well, in total silence. This is the adverb phrases describing how. A prepositional phrase, meaning that is a group of words consisting of a preposition, its object, and any words that modify the object. Most of the time, a prepositional phrase modifies a verb or a noun. These two kinds of prepositional phrases are called adverbial phrase and adjectival phrase respectively. So, the meaning of this prepositional phrase is, it is a group of words consisting of a prepositional phrase, its object, and any words. So, we have a example of prepositional phrases. In addition to being connectors, prepositions can be act as information givers when they form prepositional phrases. An example of a prepositional phrases is with a reusable thought in hand, Mario walked to the farmer's market. So, every prepositional phrase is a series of words consisting of a preposition, its object. It is an example above. The word with is a preposition, and the reusable thought, the word reusable thought is the object. Okay, I can repeat. The word with in the example in the sentence is a preposition, and words reusable thought, it is an object. In prepositional phrases, the object may be a noun, pronoun, gerund, or clause. A prepositional phrase can function as an adjective or adverb. Okay, and the prepositional phrase is basing on adjective and the adverb. So class, we hear in the meaning of the infinite phrase, meaning that is the infinitive form of a verb plus any complements and modifier. The complement of an infinitive verb will often be its direct object, and modifier will often be an adverb. The highlight word is adverb. Okay, I will repeat again. The meaning of infinite phrase is the infinite form of a verb plus complements and modifier. Complements and modifier. So, I have an example for infinite phrase. He likes to knead the dough slowly. The highlight word is to knead the dough slowly. The infinitive word in that sentence The complement for the sentence is direct object. The direct object in the sentence is the dough. The dough. The modifier is the adverb is the word slowly. They all make up the infinitive phrases, the shaded text. Okay, I will repeat again. The infinitive word for the sentence is to need. And the complement is direct object. The direct object in this example is the dough. And the modifier is the adverb is slowly. Is it clear? Okay, very good. So now, an absolute phrase, meaning that an absolute phrase is a phrase that modifies a noun in a sentence, but it is not connected to the sentence by a conjunction. It is a set of with a commonly, and it could be removed from the sentence without changing the meaning of the sentence. So, meaning that it is a phrase can modify a noun. So, class, we have a example of absolute phrase. When a particle and a noun that comes before it together forms an indefinite phrase, the structure is often called absolute phrase. Examples of absolute phrases are whether, permitting, we shall, meet in the evening. This is the example of absolute phrase. Whether, permitting, we shall meet in the evening. So, here's the phrases. Whether, permitting is an example of absolute phrase. I will repeat. Whether, permitting is example of absolute phrase. This is the one of the example of absolute phrase. God willing, we shall meet again. God willing, we shall meet again. So, this is the absolute phrase. Highlight word is God willing, because this is the God willing. It is a modifies a noun, and this is the third example. The sun having risen, we set out on our journey. So class, what do you think the absolute phrase and the sentence? The sun having risen, we set out on our journey. Class, the absolute phrase in the sentence is what? The sun having. Because the sun having, it is modifies a noun in the sentence. Again, the sun having, it is a noun that is modified a sentence. Participial phrases, meaning that provide a seamless way to integrate additional information into a sentence. They are phrases that look like action verbs but really act more like adjectives, giving further descriptions of nouns. Using this first helpful grammar tool makes reading material more enjoyable for you or your audience. The hello words of participial phrases is information into a sentence, and they are phrases that look like action verbs but really act more like adjectives, giving further descriptions of a noun. So we have a example. The example is eaten. Eaten. So when we use a participial phrases, when we use a participial phrases, the word eaten, it's considered as It considered as instead eaten. Eaten. The word eaten. When we use to participial phrases, eaten. So, when we say, example, run, R-A-N, when we use for the participial phrases, it is run, run. Again, eaten, the word eaten instead of the eaten. When we use participial phrases, run, R-A-N, instead of run. Clear? Okay.